Hello everyone, this is Taka here. Today's topic is about the Facebook and Twitter flare-ups that occurred in restaurants in Japan.
What are social media flare-ups?
When Twitter and Facebook first became popular, there was a spate of incidents, mainly in restaurants, where people posted inappropriate videos just for fun. They were commonly known as part-time terrorists and caused controversy throughout Japan, making headlines every day.
Why would anyone do such a thing?
I don't know, but there are people in Japan who want to do such things. These days, it is no longer a joke as companies are now considering legal action. We don't know what happened to all of the perpetrators, but recently, claims for damages in excess of $100,000 are being considered.
That's a hell of a lot of money.
Even if a settlement is reached and the amount of compensation is reduced, it will still be a huge debt for a young man just out of his teens. The names of all of them have already been identified on the internet, so it is easy to find them out with a little research, and companies are also becoming more careful when hiring. Let's take a look at these part-time terrorists. The first incident is here. Convenience store clerk at Lawson goes inside the ice cream case. I guess this is the first memorable one. A man entering an ice cream refrigerator at Lawson's Kachi Kamab store caused a firestorm when it was posted on Twitter. Lawson responded quickly and terminated the franchise agreement with the Kachi Kamab store based on the terms of the franchise agreement. The employee in question was dismissed and other employees were retrained. In accordance with the above, the store was closed for the time being. The company took the following severe measures. According to one theory, the franchise contract termination fee is said to be $300,000 United States dollars.
$300,000 United States dollars. That's a lot of money.
It's a mismanagement on the part of the owner. In fact, it was later found out that this man was the son of the owner of Lawson, 22 years old at the time, and his real name was also identified. At the time, the whole family was trying to increase their assets by running convenience stores, and as a job opportunity for their son, who was wandering around without a job, after graduating from college, they assigned him to be the manager of one of the stores they had a contract with, and he ended up in the ice cream case.
It's tough to be a parent with a child who is dumb and lacks common sense.
This is the next one. A curry incident involving pubic hair in the break room of a curry house Koko Ichibanya restaurant.
What? I don't know what that means.
The video in question begins with a clerk sticking his left hand inside his yellow short pants. The filmmaker, who is eating curry for lunch, asks, "What are you doing?" The clerk reached into his pants again, pulled out something, and threw it on top of the curry.
He's such an idiot.
The waitress giggled and said, "I sprinkled some spices on it," and began to dance around, chanting, "Spice, spice." The camera caught a close-up of what appeared to be a black pubic hair on top of the curry rice. The person in charge of the company explained. When we talked to them the next day, they told us that they thought the video would only be seen by their friends. We have already dismissed both of them and will consider legal action in the future. Apparently, the clerk thought it was just a prank. However, after watching this video, no one will want to eat curry at this restaurant.
That's true. Every time I see curry, I'm reminded of this pubic hair incident.
Since the shopkeeper's real name was taped on the screen of the video, his university name, club, and SNS were quickly identified, and his identity was exposed on the internet. Since the video and name will remain semi-permanently, it may become difficult to find a job, let alone a new part-time job, in the future.
They got what they deserved. I wonder how much they will pay if this turns into a legal issue.
Here's what the lawyers have to say. Even if it's a service lunch, it's not good for the image of a curry restaurant if they treat their product like that. It's not surprising that some people don't want to eat it. If the video is picked up by the media or the internet, sales drop, and if you can prove that the cause of the drop is due to the spread of the video, you can claim the profit portion of the reduced sales.
It seems that their lives are already over. It's just too pathetic.
Since there are so many stores, it may or may not cost tens of millions of yen. If they knew that the company's image would be tarnished and they did it, it would be a crime. A criminal case might make more sense. This is the most extreme case. A photo of 6 naked men inside a Gyoza no Aosho restaurant was posted on Facebook.
Hey, Taka. I don't get it. Why are they naked? Why are there 6 of them?
If you check the picture, You will see 5 naked men sitting at the counter, while another one is walking backwards down the aisle. The men were sitting with the backs of their chairs turned all the way to the side so that it could be seen that they had also taken off their pants. According to Gyoza no Osho, a total of about 10 men came to the store around 6 to 7 a.m. in late November or early December 2012. The men asked for permission to take photos beforehand, but the restaurant refused when they asked to be photographed naked. At first the men took pictures of themselves eating and drinking, but later they asked to borrow the employees' lab coats as well. Since the men were also regular customers, the restaurant decided to lend them a spare lab coat. However, the other 6 men in white suddenly started to take their clothes off, and despite the employees' attempts to stop them, they shook off their clothes and stripped completely naked. 3 of the men in white went into the kitchen, and the rest of the men took pictures of the scene.
Huh? This makes no sense. There are Japanese people who are this crazy.
The problem came to light on September 1, 2013, when I received an anonymous email, presumably from a customer of the restaurant. After asking the employees, they admitted the facts, and Gyoza no Osho issued an apology on its website on the 3rd. It stated that the men had engaged in inappropriate behavior that is offensive to public order and morals, and that the restaurant had suspended operations on the evening of the 2nd. The company is also considering closing the restaurant and is planning to seek compensation for damages from the men. According to Osho Food Service, they consulted with the Ishikawa Prefectural Police at the same time and asked the men to delete the photos through the Prefectural Police. The Facebook account in question has since been deleted. According to Osho Food Service, the restaurant is open 24 hours a day, and there were several customers inside the restaurant at the time the photo was taken. Also, the restaurant was glassed in, so it was in full view from outside.
What does that mean? The public was able to see them naked? I can't even begin to understand.
In fact, there was a rumor on Twitter that they were filming an adult video at Gyoza no Osho on December 8, 2012, close to the day of the shooting. This situation has raised questions on the internet as to why the restaurant did not immediately report the incident to the police or take other measures. In this regard, the corporate planning department of Osho Food Service admitted that the store had not reported the incident to the police or to the company, and when they interviewed the employees, they explained there were only 2 or 3 store employees at the time, and the other party had about 10 people, so we were too scared to do anything about it. How was it?
You know, Taka, I guess there are a lot of crazy people in Japan. I regret that there was no one around to teach them how to properly satisfy their need for self-approval. I hope they can do their best in the next life.
That's a pretty harsh comment. But this is part of Japan, so there's no harm in knowing about it. Thank you for watching.